bottom of my heart, I hope you heal that. But I ain't chillin', I'm a real cat. So if you thinking I'ma kick it, I ain't with it. These bitches is real cat. Hold up, wait a minute, who the fuck was begging you to quit that shit? I held it down, I fixed your crown, and I still bit my lip. No matter how I'm feeling, bet you I still get my chips. If I'm lying, then I'm dying, I'ma grip my clip. Even smile, though I really wanted to slip my wrist. I wipe your tears until they dry, you still hit that bitch. Went to war with your demons until they ripped my grip. Started hating who I'm being, so I flipped that script. Like I'm suffocating. Never had a chance for revenge, but still wanted us to make it. Pretend I'm trusting fate with my heart. Let's keep it real. Breaking. You can't feel the way, don't feel the way I feel. Unless you're drowning in a bottle, popping pills. I just wish you knew a different way to deal. Yeah, cause you can't heal the way, won't heal the way. How you for me when it's always about you? Too busy hating yourself, feeling too doubtful. Every time I tell you what's up, you hear a mouthful. Acting like I owe you something, no need for vowels. Got me ready to cave, about to throw in the towel. You say you try to talk, but you just don't know how to. You ain't got the time, no more, you ghosting now, cool. Gotta love myself to love you, so I'm about to. Gotta get this off my chest to get right. What happened to them conversations on them lit nights? The way we used to promise that we'd always get hype. Anytime we went together, no losing the big fights. I'm the monster in this story, but it's you that I fear. You took my soul and held it down so long, I'm numb, but I'm here. Let's keep it real. You can't feel the way, don't feel the way I feel. Unless you're drowning in a bottle, popping pills. I just wish you knew a different way to deal. Cause you can't heal the way, won't heal the way I heal.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Deleah Tishay, and I'm in the building with VenomStayDrippin.
What up, what up?
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. We done survived a blackout around here.
I know, it was crazy. I'm happy to be back, though. It's good vibes anyways. We were looking for the breaker and everything. I was trying to help as much as I could. I was like, I don't know what to do for you.
I didn't know, but I am glad to have you back. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you so much.
No problem. So, where were we? How did you come up with the name VenomStayDrippin?
Okay, so that name came about when I was like 16. I wrote a song as people do, and I'm like a tiny baby, so it makes no sense. But like, I don't even remember what I said. I said something about venom dripping like acid rain. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so that's how the name came about, VenomStayDrippin, and I just kind of went with it.
So you kind of just kept it on going.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of stuck. Like, I don't know. I've always had a thing for Venom from Spider-Man, so like that was part of it. Vampires are a thing for me. Like anything that's like dark and has sharp teeth is cool with me.
So do you like the scary movies also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like more thrillers than like horror movies.
Okay.
And like, you know, like comic book stuff.
Gotcha.
So
What's your favorite comic book?
Spider-Man.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So how long have you been rapping?
I've been doing music since I was like 16. I put my first mixtape out when I was 17, so I was still in high school. But altogether, like I've been singing my whole life. I just was too scared to sing in front of people, so that's why I started rapping.
Why? You gonna have to do it today. You done said something now.
No, don't put me under pressure like that, because I will fold. No, but yeah, I was too scared to sing in front of people. I didn't have the confidence, and for whatever reason, like it just felt like rapping was better for me because I could still do what I wanted to do, but I didn't have to feel vulnerable like that. You know what I mean?
You gonna have to sing for us so we can understand the difference. Just 2 bars, it's okay.
I can't make any promises.
Can we get like, okay, usually here we do what's those kid songs again?
Do what?
You know, the kid songs that everybody be doing.
Baby Shark?
Yeah, do that one. That'll work. No, the kid songs that we did as kids. Yeah, that. Like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, like nursery rhymes?
Nursery rhymes. There we go. I drew a
I don't
blank.
even know one off top.
Twinkle, twinkle,
one?
little star. There we go.
My mom used to do little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. That was my shit. That was my shit when I was a kid. But that's the only one I can really remember.
Fine. You got out of singing for us, but that's
Yeah.
cool.
No, it's cool. I mean, I can sing when I perform, but it's like it's different whenever I perform because I feel like
You're in a different space.
yeah, I'm in a different space. Like I've prepared myself mentally, like, and I know the words of what I'm singing, and there's also music behind it. Like singing a cappella in front of people is like I might as well stand naked in front of people.
Oh man.
Confidence is not there.
One day.
One day, yes, I will definitely get there. I'm better than I used to be though, because I used to shake, like the microphone would be shaking while I was singing. Oh, terrible.
So, what's your favorite part about being a performer?
Helping people, because music helped me a lot whenever I was growing up. It's really one of the only things I had besides art that helped me through a lot of things. And so I feel like for me being a performer and, you know, watching people's faces light up whenever I'm on stage or getting to meet me or whatever, like never in my life did I think that would be something, you know what I'm saying, that I would experience. And so like since I've gotten to witness that firsthand, like I appreciate it, and I feel like that's my favorite part about it, because I know what I'm doing is for a purpose, and it's not just because it's fun or it's an outlet for me. Like it's a group effort. Like it helps everybody that fucks with my music, not just me. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. What are some of the things that helped you get through?
Help me get through what I've been through.
Yeah.
Music for sure. Art in general. Like I like to draw. I used to draw all the time. I paint. I do cakes. Just anything that's hands-on that I can create something is really what helps me through any type of mental stuff like depression or anxiety, because I struggle with both of those things, and that's really what I focus on whenever I'm anxious or depressed. Is I make myself get up and I use my hands. You know, I'll write a song or make a beat or paint or, you know, anything that I can do to create something, because then after that I feel like instead of just watching a movie or doing something that's not productive, I've got an outcome, and I'm also using it as an outlet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you make beats too?
I do. I produce, I sing, I rap, I mix and master.
She said I do it all.
Most of that came from me not having money. You know what I mean? I've always been broke. So to save money, I invested in, you know, years. I've invested like my tax returns, any extra payments, anything that I got extra, I've always put back into music, because I've always wanted to just grow all the time. Like I just want to grow every day. I'm never comfortable where I'm at, and I don't take that as like me being ungrateful for what I have, but it's like I just always want to work harder and get farther. So I feel like investing in myself and my craft is the best way to do that, and learning is something else that I really love doing. I don't like, you know, watching TV and doing stuff that's not productive. So if I can learn and teach myself to do something, I'm going to. And then that way it's way better than just, you know, buying a beat here and there, which I still do sometimes whenever I don't feel like I can come up with what I'm looking for. But making beats is like super dope. Like that song Drowning that we played at the beginning, I made that beat, and that was one of the first beats that I really made that I liked for myself. And
It go. I love it.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And so like it's funny because whenever I made that beat, I wrote the song while I was making the beat at the same time. So
that's dope.
That was
That's
super fire.
dope. So what is your favorite song that you've done so far?
Probably Drowning, but I think that's because it's everybody else's favorite, and that's the first song that I've really heard people sing back to me when I'm performing. And the first time it happened, I can't even lie to you, I stopped dead in my tracks. I forgot what I was doing. Like, I was like, what is happening? There are people like singing my lyrics right now.
That's dope.
It was cool. I felt like it was a moment that I really needed, because that song is very deep and very painful. So like if it helps other people, it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Is that the hardest song you've had to write?
Yeah, probably. That, besides the song I wrote about my cousin on my first project, Product of the North Side, is probably the hardest song I had to get through, for real, because it was very, very emotional for me.
I understand that. So how was it the first time you heard your music on like Apple Music or Spotify?
Man, that was crazy, because, you know, it's just like, it's different whenever you're on SoundCloud and YouTube, because it's like everybody and anybody can do that. And anybody can get on Apple Music too, but it's just like, it almost makes you feel more professional, because you've taken that extra step and you're on platforms that, you know, just anybody isn't on. Like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because I'm like, am I rambling about this? But I feel like it's more like of a push for you to,
excuse me, to keep going and do more, because one it almost feels official. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like you have to be very careful with like what you release whenever you release on Spotify and Apple Music and shit, because it's different when it's on SoundCloud. You can post whatever the fuck you want on SoundCloud. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. But if you put that shit on Apple Music, that shit better sound right. So yeah, it was cool. I felt like it was a push for me.
So with the person that sang your song the first time, is that the most emotional experience you've had with a fan?
Ooh, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. It was crazy. I was in Tulsa, performing at the King ISO show it was a group therapy tour last year in May. So it's only been a year since that happened, but like I feel like it changed me a lot, because I feel like people hear me, people think I'm dope, whatever, but it's like whenever people are really singing your lyrics, like that's different. You know, it hits different, because it's like that's really when I feel like things change, and I feel like you take yourself more seriously, and you feel heard, and you feel more of an official artist when people sing your lyrics. Because I always see everybody else singing, like, you know, the people I kick it with songs and stuff, because they have a huge fan base, and for me, I'm just now getting a solidified fan base. So it's like crazy to see people actually take you seriously and look up to you. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
It's different whenever you're just an artist among artists, but like whenever artists are telling you you're inspiring, and other people are telling you that you're inspiring, it's like, damn, it makes you feel kind of like a superhero. It's overwhelming, but it's dope.
Okay, Spider-Woman.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's dope. Where do you want music to take you?
As far as it'll take me, I guess. Shit. I mean, whenever I first did music, I didn't really have a goal other than to eventually be signed to Strange Music, because Tech Nine is my idol. But now, you know, the more I get into it and the more I level up, I feel like I just want it to take me wherever it'll take me. I mean, wherever I'm meant to go. You know what I mean? If that's here forever, I'm cool with that, as long as it helps somebody. If I'm meant to be the biggest artist in the world, I'll take that too. You know what I mean? That'd be dope. But I'm happy with whatever the outcome is, as long as it's a positive outcome and as long as I can help people.
What do you think the scariest part about being the biggest artist in the world would be?
Ooh, people in your motherfucking business. I do not like that. See, and I'm very open on social media, but at the same time, like, I'm in control of that. Now, if there were people telling stories and posting shit that I don't even know, I'm like, what? I see stuff all the time, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't want no part in that, as far as just, like, rumors and shit like that goes, because it's hard to clear that up, especially whenever it's, like, sources talking about, like, I'm like, I don't know how y'all survive this shit, because I can't. I mean, I don't be in scandals like that, but it's like, dude,
That's funny.
whoa.
So with Tech Nine being your idol, what's your favorite Tech Nine song?
Ooh, that's hard. My favorite Tech Nine song. Ooh, that's difficult. I don't really know if I can pick one.
Okay, I'll give you two.
Ooh, that's still hard. Okay, so
Which one do you run to?
I would have to say, shit. This Ring is definitely one that I really enjoy, because I feel like that's a very deep song. It's about music and how he's married to the game, and how, like, he lost a lot for it. He sacrificed a lot for it. And I really resonate with that song a lot, because I feel like the more I get into music, the more I feel that that song. You know what I mean? As far as, like, leveling up goes, because it is hard. It's hard to leave and be gone and stuff like that, and you miss out on a lot of stuff. But that's probably, if I had to pick a top two, that would probably be my first one. Ooh, and then the second one, I don't know. It's so hard. There's so many to choose from. I really fuck with Suicide Letters, because Suicide Letters is a really, like, deep song. I like emo shit, so Suicide Letters is a pretty deep song, and it's about him, you know, writing letters to his family and his friends about, you know, him committing suicide. And so I really like that song a lot. There's so many more, though. I can't think of any, like, right in this very moment, but trust me, the entire Angelic album, fire. Absolute power. Fire. This is all old shit, so new people who listen to Tech Nine probably don't even know what the fuck that shit is. That's OG Tech Nine.
That's dope. So if Tech Nine was to walk in right now, he not, don't worry.
It's all good. good. I'll be happy.
Would you do a feature for him?
Hell yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, so I met him last year at the beginning of the year. I went out to Strangeland to record a song with King ISO, and listen, whenever I walked in the room and he was in the room, it took everything in me not to freak the fuck out.
You was like, I'm an artist too.
Yeah, no, but look, so what happened was it was real cool and I was terrified. But I walk in, as soon as I walk in, there's like 5 people, it's all the homies. And then Tech Nine is sitting down in a chair. And as soon as I walk in, he stands up and he comes and greets me and hugs me and gives me his seat. And I'm like, is this real life? Are we okay? Am I gonna survive? Because I was like trying so hard to hold tears back. That shit was scary. But I was like, at the same time though, like once I sat down and I relaxed and I chilled out and I saw how he was interacting with everybody else, he is literally the most humble person I've ever met in my entire fucking life. Especially with like that level of like,
dopeness.
Yeah, and just being a legend, like bro, you are a normal person. What the fuck? Because you know, most people tell you not to, or when you meet your idols, they're totally different.
That makes sense.
He's literally everything I thought he would be and more. He's literally the most humble person I've ever met, and he followed me on Instagram like 5 minutes after he left the room, and I almost shit myself. I looked over at ISO and I said, "Yo," I said, Tech Nine just followed me on Instagram." And he just smiled real big and he was like, "I told you." And I was like, "Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that." So he's been following me on Instagram since then, and I mean, he comments on my stuff more than like I would think he would. Like every time I post something, he says something dope. Like he's always like, "Okay, come through." Like, and he said that he even wants to work with me. So I'm just like, I'm hanging on to that. I'm like, please work with me, Tech Nine. This is my favorite person in the whole fucking world. If that happened, I would quit music tomorrow and be fine with it. Like I would be okay with that.
You can't quit when you start.
I mean, I'm just saying if I had to choose to get a feature with Tech Nine or to quit music. Or, you know what I'm trying to say. That didn't come out right. I'm starstruck and I'm not even in the room with him. But look, if I had to choose to do a song with him, or if I had to quit music to do a song with him, that's what I'm trying to say. I would do that. Absolutely. If I had to quit music to do a song with Tech Nine, I would fucking do it. 1 million times. Please and thank you. He's literally, I don't even know, man. Like, he's done a lot for me mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I love Tech Nine. He was like my dad. I didn't have a dad growing up, so when people ask me who my dad is, I always say Eminem and Tech Nine. So.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
So is there anybody else besides Tech Nine that you would want to work with?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people I would want to work with. I love music. So, let me think. Doja Cat is definitely on the top of my list because I fucking love Doja Cat. Dave East, who else? J. Cole for sure. That's my baby daddy. I love J. Cole. Who else? There's so many people. I mean, I'm open to working with anybody, but like those are probably my top few for sure.
So what if somebody wanted you to sing on a track?
Oh, I would do it. I would definitely do it as long as I know what I'm doing and I know like I can rehearse it. We're good. And there's a beat, we're good. It's different whenever I'm like fully prepared to sing in front of somebody, but like when I'm not, I'm not doing it. I have to make sure I practice that shit because if I listen, because sometimes my voice be cracking and I sound like a kid.
She tries to like belittle herself.
I can't help it.
You can't do that.
Like, oh, I'm Beyonce, and then be like, and that don't work. No, absolutely not.
That's funny. So where are some of the places that you have performed?
Ooh, let me think. So I performed in Denver a few times. I performed in Omaha a few times. I performed here. I performed in Texas, Tulsa. I think that's it.
Where's your favorite?
Denver. And, well, let me take that back. Nope. Both Denver and Omaha. They show me so much love out there. It's ridiculous.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's super cool. And all the people out there are just so sweet, and I love all of them so much.
Where are some places that you want to go?
I don't know. I mean, really anywhere, to be honest with you. I don't really know I'm not hip to like what's popping and shit. I don't know. I'll perform wherever y'all want me to go.
That's dope.
And I'll have fun.
Is it hard to get a feature with you?
No, not really. I mean, you gotta pay. But that just started though, cause like I used to do that shit for free, and it would drain me, and I'd be like, man, these features fucking suck. Not all of them, but 90% of the time, whenever I do a feature, I'm like, man, I don't feel this shit. I don't like this shit. I don't want to do this shit. So I'm like, okay, how do I strategize not having to do this shit all the time? And this probably makes me sound like an asshole, but it's the only way to have time to do your own shit and then also have time for features. But while you're making your money from your features, whenever you make that money, save that shit and invest it back into your music. Don't spend that shit on something else, because that's what you're supposed to do with your money from features. You're supposed to put it back into your craft. So if you want to feature with me, you can email me at VenomStayDrippin@gmail.com. We can talk it out. Usually I charge $500 for a verse and $250 for a hook, but I'm not saying I won't work with your budget if it's reasonable. You know, just let me know, and we can make it happen.
Hey, that little commercial right there.
Hell yeah.
That's dope. So have you ever did a feature and you kind of wanted to take it back because they sucked?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I've dropped some heat on some trash songs. But I feel like if you paying, you know, I got to give you some dope ass, some substance. I can't just put some bullshit on a fucking song. And I don't care how shitty the song is. Like, if it's my name on it, it's going to be fire.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite feature you've done so far?
Let me think. There's probably two. Definitely the song I did with King ISO, which is an exclusive track that you would have only gotten if you pre-ordered the Get Well Soon album. But I think it's on YouTube. Somebody posted it on YouTube. Don't really know if I'm supposed to advertise that, but they haven't taken it off yet. So if you want to go hear it and you haven't, it's on there. But yeah, so that's probably like my first favorite feature that I've done. My second favorite feature that I've done is probably with Tabo the Truth, my big bro. We have a song called Wait Together that's like super fire. It's on his project Dog Food 3, out everywhere on all platforms. Go check it out. Tabo is spelled TAEBO THA Truth. So go check my bro out.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
So with all the music that you've done, what's your least favorite song you've done?
My least favorite song I've done? Oh, Lord.
She had to touch the glasses on that one.
There's a lot.
You got a least favorite?
I do. So if we go way back, when I was still like 17, I have a song with a dude named Whitey Bees, and the song is called Dear Love. Don't know if you can find it anywhere, but if you can and you want a good laugh, go check it out. But I can't even listen to that shit anymore. If anybody plays my old shit, I'm like, bro, turn it the fuck off or I'm leaving the room. I can't.
That's funny.
I can't. My whole first mixtape is ass, but I'm proud of myself because I worked really hard to get studio time to go record that shit in 10th grade. So I'll give it that. I was cleaning houses. I was saving lunch money. I was doing whatever the fuck I could to get studio time. But that was back when studio time was cheap. Because that shit is not cheap anymore.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So if a younger you walked into the room, what's some advice that you would give yourself?
Don't be as nice as you were. Do not be so nice, please. Because I was way too nice for way too long, and then it ended up turning me into a whole different person, which I'm glad for the experience, but I wouldn't wish that shit on anybody. That shit is hard. Being too nice is difficult. Like, you can't let people run all over you and shit. You just can't. Having a big heart is horrible. It is.
That's funny. So with having a big heart, what are some of the things that you've learned along the way?
Ooh, I have learned how to say no, and that is beautiful. If you don't know how to say no, I promise you, learn how to do it. It will change your life. Because I don't have to deal with no bullshit that I don't want to deal with. And I swear to God, that is the best feeling in the whole world, just being like, no. Absolutely not. And then meaning that shit, you know what I mean? Because, oh my God, I used to be like, man, I guess, and be mad about it and bitch about it and complain about it the whole time whenever I could have just said no and saved myself a lot of trouble.
That's funny.
So that's definitely what I would say.
So what song is your favorite song that you've done?
Like I said, Drowning probably would be my favorite. But then again, I got some fire that hasn't been released yet. So
if we get like 3 bars?
Do I have 3 bars?
For something that you haven't released yet?
Ooh.
Just 3. We won't tell nobody.
Yeah, I think so. But can I remember it? That's my question. Shit. Shit. What is it? How does it start? Fuck. This is. I know, cause I'm like, how does it go? Shit. Well, this is from a song that I kind of dropped on Facebook. I haven't dropped it on all platforms though.
That works.
So it goes, am I intimidating or are you intimidated? These bitches couldn't be me even if they imitated. Even if I demonstrated, couldn't get the picture because they vision tainted. Dropped the ball, too busy venom hating. While I'm getting paid like my pension gaining. Got these women waiting like I had a dick to penetrate them. Even then I fade them, take the condom off, dripping sauce. I ain't playing with these bitches. Listen, venom, finna Draco. Yeah. So that's all I got so far for y'all on that. You're gonna have to check it out. The video is coming soon though. We just did the video for it.
That's dope. That's
Hell
definitely dope. Can we get an estimated time on when it's gonna drop?
Ooh, I don't know. He hit me up today and told me that it's almost done being edited, so hopefully soon. I'll probably say in the next 2 weeks or so, depending on how I can promote it, because I'm doing a giveaway on my TikTok right now for it. So, hopefully.
Oh, they got a dance.
Yeah, if you can make up a dance, I'm giving away a hoodie and a shirt. Follow me on TikTok at VenomStayDrippin. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't announced it on my TikTok yet, so everybody knows but TikTok. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to present it, because I'm like, okay, I don't want this to flop, because a lot of people in my comments was talking about, oh, we can't dance. And I'm like, if y'all want a fucking shirt and a hoodie, y'all better figure it the fuck out. Because I'm sorry, but I need somebody to do something, because I know I can't dance. So... But I'm
what if they just do something that's creative? Like, what if a hairstylist does like hair and it has your song playing in the background?
I'm cool with that too. I mean, shit, we can, whatever's the coolest video at this point, do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all can throw babies, I don't care. Just do something, because I need help promoting that shit. So.
Not throw babies.
Throw babies. I mean, yeah. Preferably into a soft surface, but it's your kid, so it's not my problem.
Oh, man.
Is that fucked up?
Yes.
Playing.
Really come back.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So besides that, what are some of the things that you're going to be working on in the future?
I have a few things under my belt. Let me think. I'm working on a clothing line right now. I'm working on a project. I got a whole album I'm working on. There's a few things I'm doing. I don't really know exactly like dates or anything, but I have ideas.
Hey.
So that works.
So are you using music as a gateway?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not. Definitely, because with the clothing line shit, I'm gonna shoot videos in my clothes. I'm gonna promote everything I can, you know. So I don't see why not. Absolutely.
Are you also a ghostwriter?
No, I have not ghostwritten for anybody yet. I would like to, but I've never been presented with the opportunity.
Do you think it would be harder to write from somebody else than it is for you?
You know, I take that back. I have written a couple verses for people, but not anybody like special, like super known. For real. I mean, if I'm honest.
Somebody listening like, dang, that was my verse.
Pull up, we can talk about it. But no, I have written a verse or two for someone, but I don't really consider that ghostwriting. I consider that you can't rap and you wanted to be on my song and I was being nice about it. So
sheesh.
Well, but so yeah, other than that, no, I haven't ghostwritten anything. I would like to though. It would be cool. I feel like it's cool whenever you ghostwrite. I feel like you can kind of not necessarily, you don't have to be yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can, it's kind of like acting. You know what I mean? You can do different roles and you can say different things and you know.
Speaking of acting, do you think like you'll get into some of that?
I might, but to be honest with you, I think I'm more of a stand-up comedian type person, because my anxiety is not gonna let me just. I'm gonna either laugh if it's a serious moment, or I'm gonna freak the fuck out and not be able to do it. But like, if you put me on stage and I have to talk, it's gonna be very awkward and it's gonna make people laugh, because I just am very socially awkward. So
can you give us a
like
joke?
That's probably the best it would get, but I don't know. I might be able to take some acting classes. I don't know. I've never really even thought about it, to be honest with you.
Can you give us a joke?
Yeah, I can give you a joke. Let me think. Gotta pull out one of my good dad jokes. Okay, I got one. Why do you knock on the refrigerator before you open it?
Why?
There might be a salad dressing. That shit is so dumb, but it's my favorite joke.
That's hilarious. I like it.
Yeah, it's so corny. I love corny jokes, though. That's probably one of my favorite like types of jokes. It's just the ones that are like, really, bro? What the fuck? I love those jokes.
So, Who are some of the people that if someone's to walk into this room, who would you want it to be that you could work with?
Okay, so we've already virtually sucked Tech Nine's dick way too much today, so let's not talk about that anymore. Probably Dave East.
Dave East? Okay.
Yeah. Dave East is
Why Dave
definitely-
East?
Man, I don't know. There's just something about him, his demeanor and the way that he flows. Jesse
I
looking at
was
me
like, is
"She
it the
trying to get a
music or is it the
player, man."
look? I didn't know what was going on.
No, he is fine as hell, but like if you take that away, he's still a good rapper. Like he is, and there's nothing wrong with looking good while doing it. Okay? No, but he's super talented. I really like him a lot. I've been following him since before he was on the XXL freshman cypher thingy, Bob,
Okay.
a long time ago.
That works.
I found out about him like a little bit before that, and I was like, damn, I really like this guy. And I think it's his flow. He's very laid back. He's very like nonchalant, and me, I'm very high energy, so I feel like I want to learn how to flow a little bit more laid back sometimes, and I'm kind of getting there, but I still feel like I'm Meek Mill whenever I record, and I'm just like, rah, like I have to yell to get my point across. And so I feel like I could learn a lot from Davies. He's super dope. I like him a lot.
Is there anybody you feel like you wouldn't want to work with? You don't like their music?
I'll probably get in trouble for saying that.
Okay, don't do that.
No, I ain't no pussy. I'll say it, but I don't really fuck with Nicki Minaj like that. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I love female rappers, female artists. I think what it is with Nicki, and it may not even be her music. I think it's the attitude shit. Like, I don't really like the way that she presents herself. Does that make sense? Is that overreacting? Because I just feel like there's a weird vibe.
So do you like Cardi B?
I love Cardi B. Cardi B is herself, though. Cardi B doesn't care whether you like her or not. And Nicki Minaj will say that she doesn't care if you like her or not, but I'm pretty sure she cares if you like her or not. You know what I mean? And so I think that the difference between the two is like Cardi B she was a stripper. She don't give a fuck about nothing. She's seen shit. She has seen some shit. And like Nicki Minaj, I don't know her personally, but just I get the vibe from her that she's not exactly what she says she is. You know what I mean? Or who she says she is. And she's just like real cocky. And it's cool to be confident. But when you're cocky, there's a difference. And I feel like that shows through with her. And I could be getting it all wrong. So, you know, and opinions
meet her
are
one day.
always up for change. You can change your opinion at any time. But in this moment, that's probably who I wouldn't want to work with. She wouldn't want to work with me anyways because she'd be talking shit. She'd be like, this bitch.
That's
For real.
funny. What are some gems that you would give a new artist?
Gems? Invest in yourself. Learn everything yourself. Granted, I get it. You can't do it overnight. So if you got to go book studio time and do that. But in your free time, learn. Learn how to sit down and create a beat. Learn how to sit down and record yourself. Learn how to put effects on your vocals. Learn how to do all that shit. Because in the end, not only will you be saving money that you can put towards something else, you will also know your sound and you'll know how to create what you want. Because I'm sorry, but trying to tell somebody else how you want something to sound, 90% of the time you're not going to get exactly what you want out of that, unless you and that person just have like a super cool vibe and you know exactly, you know, how each other works and stuff. Other than that, like if you can sit down and you can learn how to do everything on your own, at the end of the day, I feel like you'll not only will you experiment more with your stuff, your confidence will be up because you've done it all from scratch. Excuse me. And you can have your sound be exactly what you want it to be. And you can take time. You know, you don't have to rush things because you don't feel like you're on somebody else's time and you don't have to wait on somebody else to finish your stuff for you.
Got you. So if you didn't have music, what would you be doing?
Cakes, probably. That's probably what I would be doing. I've done cakes for a long time. My first official job was decorating cakes, and so it kind of stuck with me because it let me be creative and it let me use my hands. So that's probably what I would be doing. So in the future, I do plan on opening a bakery, whether it's just, you know, the business side or whatever. I don't know if I'll actually be in it, but that is the plan to open one, just because I feel like the younger me would have wanted to do that.
Got you.
Yeah.
So with Eminem being your dad and all,
Yeah.
what is your favorite Eminem song?
Ooh, that's a good one too. I would have to say Role Model is probably top one.
What's the song that you used to sing as a kid from Eminem?
None, because I'll get in trouble.
That's real.
But listen, so I found my brother's the Slim Shady LP. Is it the Slim Shady LP? Anyways, Marshall Mathers LP, whichever one has the Percocet or the Vicodin, whatever it is, the pill on the front. That's dumb. I'm a horrible fan. But I found that it was my brother's CD, and I had a Walkman, and so I found it, and I was like, oh, what is this? So I put it in my headphones, and I swear to God, that shit didn't come out of my CD player for 3 months. I would listen to that shit front to back over and over again, and I think I mostly listened to it because it was some shit I wasn't supposed to. And I was always down for doing some shit I wasn't supposed to do. So, yeah, that ended up being a staple in my life later on down the line. And it's funny because I still have memories of being in the car listening to that shit, being like, my mom don't know what I'm listening to. And as an adult, I'll be listening to a song that I heard as a kid, and I'll be like, damn, I really could have gotten in trouble for this because this is horrible. He's talking about throwing people in the trunk and killing his baby mama. What the fuck? Yeah.
That's funny.
Hell yeah.
Is there anybody else you weren't supposed to be listening to?
Oh yeah, my brother he's 10 years older than me, so he listened to all the shit I wasn't supposed to listen to. Biggie, Tupac, a lot of Biggie. My brother was a big Biggie fan, and I remember seeing Ready to Die, that album on his desk in his room, and I'm like, what is this? Is that the one with the baby? The baby on the cover? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's the one. And I remember being like, oh, I want to listen to that. And my brother's like, you can't listen to this. And, you know, it's just, there's so many things my brother put me onto. Sugar Free, like all that shit. So just a whole bunch of shit that I had no business listening to at all. But I feel like that's what helped me want to do music, to be honest with you. Because I'm like, damn, they be saying some shit.
That is
So, yeah.
awesome. So who's been your biggest inspiration in music?
Oh, man. Definitely Tech 9.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm a big
But
Tech
then
9
again,
fan.
though, like on the singing aspect of shit, like I really fuck with like Amy Lee from Evanescence. She's probably my favorite singer. Alicia Keys. Don't get me started on Alicia Keys. I love Alicia Keys. She's probably her, Usher, all the stuff that was out whenever we were kids. That type of music is what taught me how to sing. I taught myself how to sing. I remember I had a karaoke machine, and I wore that CD out. It had You Got It Bad by Usher. Oh, my God, I could sing the fuck out of that song. This shit is funny. I remember that, and I didn't even care that my mom could hear me. I'm like, I probably sound like shit, but I didn't care because I was just in my room in a whole different world. I was performing in front of millions of people on my bed, you know? So,
That's
yeah,
funny.
I have a lot of inspirations. I can't really just, like, narrow it down to one.
Is there anybody in your life that inspired you?
Yeah.
Or
there's a few
supports you?
people. Everybody in my life supports me, and there's a lot of people that inspire me. My whole team inspires me every single day. Like, my little sister, she inspires me. Everybody, man, like, it's crazy. I used to have a lot of toxic relationships and friendships, but, like, now I can't even really name one. Like, everybody is so supportive and loving, and I never have to worry about anybody. I know I'm good everywhere I go, and it's always good vibes everywhere, and I'm really grateful for that because it took a long time to get here.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
definitely dope. So if you won $1 million right now,
Yeah.
or signed a deal for $1 million right now, who's the first person you're gonna call?
My mama.
You think she
Absolutely,
gonna
my
answer?
mama. Oh, she gonna answer. She don't. I'm pulling up to her house. Like, look here. I got $1 million. I'm gonna buy you a new phone that you better answer. I am your top priority. For real.
That's dope.
No, I
That's
would definitely call my mom. And then my brother, for sure, and then Jessie, my sister. Cause man, look, family is important, and I know sometimes shit is difficult with families, but if you got good people in your life that is your family, check on them, talk to them, keep them close to you. It matters.
Where's the first place you're gonna take them?
Wherever they want to go, probably Colorado, because that's everybody in my family loves Colorado. So we going to Denver. We doing something Colorado Springs, because my aunt, my uncle, they be going to the mountains and shit. But I'm trying to go see the homies. For real.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Well, I definitely want to thank you for coming to Tishay Radio.
Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun. This was fun. I appreciate you.
You're always welcome to come back.
Oh yeah, anytime you call me, I'm over here.
And I'm gonna get into your video right here.
All right, bet.
But
Thank you
before
guys
I
for
do get
watching.
into the video, the video that you have with Lito,
Yep, Lito Senpai.
tell us about that song.
Okay, so this song, how do I even put this? So, okay, Nima T, he's one of the dopest producers out here. He does videos. He's an artist himself. Fire all the way around. One of my favorite people in the entire world. He's so sweet, so dope. He sent me this beat, or he sent me a few beats to choose from, and I picked this beat, and he wanted me to rap on it, and I was like, cool. So I wrote it, and then the homie Lito was like, hey, I got this beat from Nima, and I'm trying to write to it, whatever. And I was like, you know what we could do? I was like, instead of just doing our own individual songs, why don't we come together and do features for each other on these songs? And so I have a song that I'm going to be on with him that we haven't finished yet, but this one is the song that I chose to, or the beat that I chose to write to, and I sent it to him, and he wrote to it. We met up with Nima at his studio, and we recorded this shit. And this was probably one of the funnest nights I've ever had in my entire life. Just both of their vibes are so fire. We had so much fun, and we kind of left audio in the song of him laughing right before his verse, because it was like, man, we're really just having a good time. It was just a feel good song, talking shit, like just having fun.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
All right,
and let's see how it goes.
And then I'm back at it again, got these bitches moody. Wouldn't pay a penny for your thoughts, no truth. Make them lose their mind when they hear my music. I'm tired of a motherfucker. How you moving? I might grab the toolie with a trusty goofy hoes, cause these bitches snoopy. And the pressure in the Dutchie got me feeling loopy. Pull it to the function, dodging mini groupies. When they gang and that thing and that bitch a movie. You can never catch me heated, cause I'm simply cooling, yeah. Never tripping off a whole 10 toes, big stepping, and I mean that shit. Couldn't pay me to release the things I done seen, because I'm G and I'ma keep that zip. Hey, I be acting like I don't be getting bands for harder than these bitches with a little bit of clout. They be all up in my DMs, wanting me to feed them, but I leave them. I don't see them, but some people venom in their mouth. Go to talking, I be rapping circles around these squares. I'm the goat and they be acting like their ears impaired, but then I'm really what they fear. They be acting scared. Strange how they wanna be different, but they jack, they weird. Then I'm back in it again, got these bitches moving. Wouldn't pay a penny for your thoughts, no true. Make them lose their mind when they hear my music. Retarded on the motherfucking beat, go slow. Then I'm back in it again, got these bitches moving. Wouldn't pay a penny for your thoughts, no true. Make them lose their mind when they hear my music. Retarded on the motherfucking beat, go stupid. Go stupid. Go stupid. Pull it to the function, got your mini groupies. When they gang and that thing and that bitch a movie. You can never catch me heated, cause I'm simply cool, yeah. I'm the fucking one and I mean it truly. Wanna take the bitch with the biggest booty. Care about how you moving, I might grab it.
I got the big body bitch who gon' run me for the Klondike. Light skin shorty who gon' blow me like a bagpipe. Smooth little bitch, she ain't ready for the pastime. Fuck a bad sign, man, I kick it with the bad guys. Baby face bending hard to see it through the sad eyes. Tell a double motherfucker, leave him looking baptized. Venom in the Villa Senpai one time, not the last time. We gon' have to go and leave him capsized. Split him in the middle, pin him in the kennel with a couple pencils. Let me see if they can handle what I witness in the ghetto. Little really never settle. Eso es lo que no quiere con la más travieso. La bella me la manda beso cuando papa entro. That's me on mine, I ain't one to mess with. I'm beyond time in my own dimension. My peace of mind only knows the damage of the drama, the bombs and the most offenses. I still cross my arms and I hold offenses to my bones and tendons for the burn intention. And I still do harm with a slight expression. And when the stars align, I invoke the presence of the essence of me. It speaks a coded message. I was destined to be on this road to excellence, and the weak couldn't keep a damn hold against us.
Big body bitch who gon' run me for the Klondike. Light skin shot who gon' blow me like a bagpipe.